The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12 and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cougars offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
To the air, it's Batir. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it would be very successful.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Marks. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. Big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Try to get it on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense,
it's not gone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. He'll bring it out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
At the 20, he's got space. Off he goes. Tackled after picking up the first down. Washington State lines up quickly.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. behind the line. It's Hudson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It'll be a draw. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the maize and blue have struggled to really pull away.
He's going to pass.
They're up by 7 over Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it down the left.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll try the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Trojans had this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second and goal for this offense. Calls his own number. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards, and
the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to the ground. At the 15, he's loose. Afterburners coming. The 40. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cougars. Daylight. It was Katie bar the door, baby.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to... Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Freeman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
And on second down for this offense. Direct snap. Bulls his way forward. And the Trojans pick up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
And no surprise, I mean, with the way they're running the ball earlier in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Takes the handoff. It's Peterson. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. touch pass on the run. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You've got to be able to gang tackle this guy. We see it every week. He makes people miss, and you just saw it on that last play. He's unbelievable in the open field. He can cut on a dime, and with that run, he's got this offense now set up down close to the goal line.
Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC! No mid... laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The throw toward the right sideline falls to the ground.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Washington State going quickly. Looking Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup here before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wants to throw. It's Batir. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Makes the grab on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 25 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Getting some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz. You're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Open space at the 25. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. 1st down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. They're bringing heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Wazoo! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He is finally stopped at the 6-yard line and oh so close to taking it all the way. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I...
Can anyone catch him? The 20. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third down, going up top. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Looking to move it through the air. Keeps it going. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. Put it right on him. Good pick up, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
The attempted throw is incomplete. It leads to second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Late touchdown here. A miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back now.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,
looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
that is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.